The first definition is we need to define what is a relation. So, hindi ito yung dalawang tao. So, hindi po ito tutukoy nun. So, a relation in mathematics is a set of ordered pairs. Ordered pairs, parang sa Cartesian plane, merong x, y. Also, it is a rule that relates values from a set of values called the domain and the second set of values called the range. In addition, lahat ng equation na nakikita natin even sa book, and basta meron siyang x and y, those are relations. Lahat yun ay relation. Okay? Example ng relation. Itong ordered pairs na to. Yan. So, lahat ng yan ay relation. Okay? No need to explain further kasi lahat na nakikita natin, equation man, ordered pairs, lahat yan ay relation. Next, how about a function? So, a function is also a relation. Ibig sabihin, yung function ay under lang siya ng relation. A relation is a function if for every input, there's exactly one output. So, yun lang kinaibahan niya. Yun yung kanyang specialty. Kada input niya, isa lang yung magiging output. Also, it's a relation where each element in the domain is related to only one value. Again, yung domain niya is only one value and the range by some rule. Now, we can represent function using ordered pairs. Kagaya kanina, yung relation. So, yung function ganun din. Kasi under nga siya ng relation. Okay? Example tayo. Ito example ng function. Paano masabing function yan? Una, kunin mo muna yung first component. So, kung ito ay ordered pairs, parang titingnan lang natin dito guys, ano yung nasa x coordinate. Okay? So, sa Cartesian plane kasi, sa points, meron tayong x, y. So, yung una, yun yung first component, yun din lahat yung mga x values. Okay? So, yung first components natin, yun yung ating mga x values. So, negative 1, 0, 2, 3, and 4. Second component, yung mga natira, o yung mga nasa y coordinate. Now, function siya kung yung first component of the ordered pair is associated with exactly one value. May magkamukha ba dun sa ating first component? Wala. Kung wala po, therefore, these coordinates are said to be a function. O, yung ganyan na titinan, yung first component lang. Let's have another example. Now, yung number 2 sa number 3. Please pause this video, then try mo muna yung number 2, number 3. Ano sa tingin mo, ito ba a function or not a function? Yung number 3, ito ba a function or not a function? Now, if you're ready, this is the solution. So, solve muna natin yung first component. Negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ang tanong, dito pala makikita mo na, may magkamukha ba dyan? And the answer is wala. So, automatically, function siya. So, kunin na natin yung second component. Kasi may paggagamitan tayo niyan mamaya. So, lahat ng y coordinate, yun yung ating second component. Sir, may magkamukha po sa second component. Wala tayong pakialam kung may magkamukha dyan sa ating second component na yan. Okay? Kasi ang pinagbabasihan lang natin dito ay yung first component. Okay po? So, later on, explain ko kung ba't wala tayong pakialam kung magkamukha man yan or hindi. So, wag lang magkamukha sa ating first component, meaning this is a function. Itong coordinates na to ay a function. Yung second, kuhatin yung first component, 6, 5, 2, 6, and 2. Now, may magkamukha. May magkamukha. 2, 6, 2. So, second component, kunin na rin natin. Kung may magkamukha dyan sa first component, ibig sabihin, hindi siya function. Not a function. Okay? Kung tama yung sagot mo, congratulations. Kung hindi naman, it's okay. Let's continue. Yung first component, ang tawag dyan ay domain. So, kung ito ay nasa coordinates that like x, y, so we have x, y, yung lahat ng x is the domain. Ang tawag doon ay domain. Okay? So, parang ito. Ito ay the domain. Yan yung domain niya. Next, yung second component naman, ang tawag natin doon is yung range. So, lahat ng values ng y, ang tawag natin doon ay range, kagaya nito. Or kagaya din nito. Okay. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. First component, also the domain. Second component is the range. So, also, we can represent function using tables. So, let's have an example. So, yung x, ito yung first component. Ito yung domain. X, ito yung domain. Ito yung range, yung y component. Okay? Now, tingnan lang natin yung first component. May magkakamukha ba dyan? And the answer is wala. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? This table is a function. Second, may magkamukha o dalawang A. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya function. Very good. Now, isa palaging binibigay kong example dito kapag functions ay yung age ng tao. Yung age kasi ng tao ay function. Bakit? Parang ito lang yan. Imagine na ito ay yung 5 bata or 5 estudyante. Na pag tinanong mo, ano yung age nila? So, iba-iba yung bibigay nila na age. Okay. So, meron lang siya isang age. Okay? Kada isang tao, meron lang isang age. Nakuha? Now, dito, eto, isang tao lang. Tinanong mo, anong age mo? Pwede ba na ang isang tao, halimbawa ikaw, tatanungin kita, anong age mo ngayon? Pwede ba isagot mo sa akin na, sir, ang age ko po ay 17 and 26. Possible bang mangyari yan? At yun ay imposibleng mangyari. Imposible naman na at the same time, dalawa yung edad mo. Okay? So, hindi siya posible. So, hindi siya function. Nung nagkakataon na ganito, magkakaiba kayong estudyante, pero pare-pares yung sagot nyo. Possible yung mangyari, di ba? Kung tatanong ko yung age nyo. Anong age mo ngayon? Sagot ka, 17. Anong age mo ngayon? 17. Anong age mo ngayon? 17. Anong age mo ngayon? 17. Lahat kayo 17 kasi magkakaklase lang kayo. So, possible mangyari. Kaya wala tayong pakialam kung magkamukha man yung ating output. Nakukuha po yung point na sinabi ko kanina. So, okay lang na magkamukha yan. So, wala yung problema. Ang importante, magkakaiba to. Yung input natin o yung ating domain. Yung first component. Okay na po? So, let's move on. Also, we can represent function using graphs. So, a graph is a function if all vertical lines intersect a curve once. Pakita natin kung paano. So, kapag dalawa naman tumama, yun ay not a function. Okay? Gawin na lang natin example para mas maintindihan natin. Number 1, ito ay function. Bakit? Kasi kung gagawa tayo ng vertical line test, ano ba yung vertical line? Puro pababa. Okay? Kung gagawa tayo ng vertical line test, sa part na yan, isa lang palagi yung tatamaan niya. Kagaya itong kulay pula na ito, isa lang tinamaan niya dun sa graph natin. So, ibig sabihin nun, function yun. Anong implication? Parang pag nagtanong ka sa isang bata, ang sagot niya ay isa lang din. Kasi isa lang yung tinamaan sa graph. So, function siya. Ito yung example ng hindi function. Okay? So, parabola, opens to the right. Kapag hinatay mo siya, naglagay ka ng vertical line test dito, tatamaan mo ay 2. So, once na may tinamaan kang 2, kahit saan yan sa graph na yan, automatic na hindi na siya function. Anong implication sa sinabi ko kanina na pag nagtanong ka sa isang tao? Ito yung tao na tinanong mo. Nasa gitna, sa x-axis. No? Tinanong mo siya, anong edad mo? 2 ibibigay niya sa yung sagot. Kasi 2 yung tinamaan sa graph. So, yung scenario na yon is impossible sa world of function. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya function. Okay? Let's continue. We can also evaluate functions. So, to evaluate function, if an equation is a function, you have to replace or substitute all the values in the given equation. Example number 1. F of x is equals to 2x plus 5, where x is equals to 7. So, let us evaluate. Anong ibig sabihin? Lahat ng x dito, papalitan ng 7. So, we have solution. F of x, so, i-highlight muna natin yung x at lahat ng yan ay papalitan natin ng 7. So, make sure na lagyan natin ng parenthesis, okay? So, we have f of yung x naging 7, yung x na to naging 7. So, nagkaroon natin ng parenthesis, okay po? So, yung x naging 7, yung x naging 7. Next, simplify lang natin. So, f of 7 is equals to 2 times 7 is 14 plus 5, bring down. So, 14 plus 5 is 19. So, f of 7 is equals to 19. And we are done. Next, number 2. H of x is equals to 8x squared plus 5x minus 4, where x is equals to negative 3. So, anong gagawin natin? Solution, i-highlight muna natin lahat ng x para makita natin kung ano yung papalitan natin. So, x, yung 8x squared, and 5x. Now, palitan natin ng negative 3 lahat ng yan, lahat ng x na yan. So, h of negative 3, yung x naging negative 3, yung x na to, naging negative 3, so naka-squared siya. 5, yung x na kasama ng katabi ng 5, naging negative 3. So, palitan lang natin lahat ng x ng negative 3. Okay? So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Simplify natin. So, using PEMDAS rule, so h of negative 3, bring down lang natin ito, wala tayong gagalawin dyan. Next, 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Now, negative 3 muna, squared. Ano yung negative 3 squared? Negative 3 times negative 3 will give you positive 9. Okay, then simplify pa natin. 8 times 9 is 72. So, copy lang to. Notation yan, hindi nyo pwedeng i-multiply to. Hindi nyo pwedeng gawing negative 3h to. So, h of negative 3 yan. Hindi yan pwedeng galawin. Okay po? So, 8 times 9 is 72 plus negative 15, bring down, and then minus 4. Simplify this number, we have 53. So, therefore, our answer is h of 3 is equals to 53. That's it. Number 3. Example, g of x is equals to quantity x squared plus 3 times 2x minus 1, where x is equals to 4. Solution. G of x, lahat ng x palitan lang natin ng kulay para alam natin kung ano yung sasubstitutean natin. Okay? Next, lahat ng x na yan papalitan natin ng 4 because x is equals to positive 4. So, g of 4 is equals to yung x na to ay naka-squared. So, 4 squared plus 3, bring down. 2x, so magiging 2 times 4 minus 1. So, lahat ng x ay pinalitan natin ng positive 4. Okay? Next, we have simplify. G of 4 equals to 4 squared natin becomes 16. So, lahat ng yan wala tayong gagalawin. Bring down lang yan. 2 times 4 is 8. So, minus 1, bring down lang din yan. So, make sure may parenthesis tayo dito. Guys, huwag niyong tatanggalin yan. Bakit? Importante yung parenthesis na yan. Kasi kung susulat naman natin yung parenthesis, wala namang mawawala sa atin, di ba? So, continue tayo. 16 plus 3 is 19. 8 minus 1 is 7. Now, final answer. G of 4 is equals to 133, and we are done. Talk about operation on function. Another topic with function that we need to deal and discuss is its process on how to combine two functions in an equation. So, to calculate each, we have to perform basic arithmetic and mathematical operation. So, meron tayong 5 operations dito sa operation on function. So, ano-ano nga ba yung mga operation na yan? So, given these two functions, f of x and g of x, we have the addition. F plus g of x. This is just the notation. And this is equivalent to f of x plus g of x. Ano man yung f of x, ano man yung g of x, add lang natin, and that's it. Subtraction, f minus g of x. Again po, binabasa natin to as f minus g of x equals f of x minus g of x. Yung iba kasi, binabasa fx. Hindi yan fx, no? Kasi yung fx umaandar yun. So, f of x, g of x. Okay? Multiplication. F times g of x. This equals to f of x times or multiply by g of x. Division. F divided by g of x. Ang equivalent niya is f of x over your g of x. So, madali lang siya intindihin. So, let's move on. Example tayo. Given f of x equals to x squared plus 3x minus 2 and g of x equals to 2x minus 1. So, we want to evaluate each of the following. Number 1, f plus g of x. Okay, we want to evaluate this. F plus g of x. So, paano natin gagawin yun? This equivalent to f of x plus g of x. F of x plus g of x. Now, ano ba yung f of x? Ito yun. X squared plus 3x minus 2. So, palit lang natin or substitute lang natin. Yun nga lang, sinasubstitute natin is a whole function. Okay? So, yung f of x natin, ito siya. Pinalitan lang natin ng x squared plus 3x minus 2. Yung g of x natin, papalitan natin kung ano yung value niya. 2x minus 1. So, yung g of x becomes 2x minus 1. Next, simplify lang natin ito guys. Bali, combine similar terms lang naman siya. So, yung x squared, bring down. May dalawang x pwedeng pagsamahin. 3x plus 2x is 5x. Negative 2 plus negative 1 will give us negative 3. And we are done. So, ito na yung f plus g of x. So, madali lang, di ba? Let's move on. How about number 2? We want to find g minus f of x. So, anong equivalent niya? Mauna yung g, so g of x, minus sunod yung f of x. Kung ano yung mauna, so yun nandun sa unahan ng ating equivalent. Okay po? So now, ano ba yung g of x? G of x natin ay 2x minus 1. So siya yung mauuna. Palit natin siya kay g of x, 2x minus 1. Now, minus, hindi yan magbabago, subtraction, times, or yung parenthesis natin. Kapag subtraction or addition, make sure maglalagay tayo ng parenthesis. So, mas importante ito sa subtraction. Bakit? Malalaman natin ito mamaya. So, again, kapag subtraction, maglagay ng parenthesis, don't forget. Pag hindi kasi kayo naglagay ng parenthesis, mamamali na agad yung sagot nyo. Sigurado yan. So, yung f of x natin is x squared plus 3x minus 2. Now, ganito yung gagawin kapag subtraction. Distribute nyo muna yung sign. Yung sinasabi ko kanina, kung wala yung parenthesis, yung x squared lang yung magiging negative. Hindi magbabago yung ibang sign. Yung 3x saka yung 2x, hindi yan magbabago. So, kung may parenthesis yan, lahat yan mag-change ng sign. So, yung x squared naging negative x squared, yung 3x naging negative 3x, yung negative 2 naging positive 2. So, pwede natin tanggalin yung parenthesis kapag nag-distribute na tayo ng negative sign. Okay? Now, let's proceed. Combine similar terms lang siya. Negative x squared, bring down. Wala namang may x squared dyan. Next, 2x saka yung negative 3x pag pinagsama ay negative x. Negative 1, sasama natin sa positive 2, it becomes positive 1. So, therefore, g minus f of x is equals to negative x minus x plus 1. And we're done. Number 3, f times g of x. Or simply f of x times g of x. So, the whole f of x, this is f of x, x squared plus 3x minus 2 times 2x minus 1. This is your g of x. Now, multiply natin. So, isang way kung paano ko siya i-multiply is by distributing 2x minus 1 to the whole, to f of x. Okay? Paano nga ba gagawin doon? So, yung 2x minus 1, multiply ko dun sa unang x squared. So, x squared times 2x minus 1. Tapos, plus, yung 3x, multiply ko lahat yan by 2x minus 1. Ito yun, distribute ko lang siya. Kumbaga, ibato lang natin doon, distribute. Minus 2, copying ko lang yung minus 2, and then, multiply ko yun sa 2x minus 1. Nakuha po yung idea? So, isa tong way kung paano siya mag-multiply. Pero maraming way kung paano mag-multiply ng polynomials. Pero ito yung isa sa pinaka much better. May kita nyo mamaya kung bakit. Simplify natin. X squared times 2x, we have 2x cubed. X squared times negative 1 is negative x squared. Plus, 3x times 2x is equals to 6x squared. 3x times negative 1 is negative 3x. Nakasunod pa tayo. Next, negative 2 times 2x equals to negative 4x. Negative 2 times negative 1 is equals to positive 2. Now, ito yung kinaganda nung method na pagdidistribute ng chunk. Tingnan mabuti, magkakatabi na yung similar terms. Magkatabi na yung x squared, magkatabi na yung paras x. So, medyo madali siyang sundan at madali siyang i-add. Simplify pa natin. So, combine similar terms lang siya. Bring down to x cubed, negative x, saka yung positive 6x squared. Pag pinagsama natin yan, magiging positive 5x squared. Okay? 3x, negative 3x, minus 4x. Pag pinagsama natin to, magiging negative 7x plus 2. So, kaya importante yung integers, yung operation ng integers. Kasi lahat ng naman to, puro integers lang naman yung mga yan. Okay? So, the final answer is f times g of x is equals to 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 2. And we're done. Next, how about the division? F over g of x is equals to f of x over g of x. F of x on the numerator, x squared plus 3x minus 2. Siya yung given natin. Kaya napapaulit-ulit. So, sa tingin ko naman ay nakukuha nyo na yung idea. G of x sa denominator, 2x minus 1. Next, since hindi na natin siya masisimplify, pag pinactor natin to, wala namang makakancel. So, automatic, yan na po yung ating sagot. Kung wala nang simplify na mangyayari, yan na po yung sagot. So, don't cancel x. Sir, may paras x, pwede kong cancelin yan. Bawal po natin cancelin yan kasi may operation tayo na addition and subtraction. Okay po? So, let's move on. For more examples, go to your learning guide, page number 7. Next, let's proceed to composition of function. So, the term composition of function or composite function refers to combining together two or more functions in a manner where the output from the one function becomes the input of the next function. Ay, medyo magulo, no? So, example na lang tayo para mas maganda. Ito nga pala yung kanyang notation. F, bilog siya, then G. Ang basa natin dyan is F compose of G of X. Ulitin ko. F compose of G of X. F compose of G of X is equals to F of G of X. Kung napansin mo, wala yung X. Yung lahat ng nandoon, yung i-input natin, lahat ng G of X yun. Okay? Or kung baliktad, G compose of F of X equals to G of F of X. Example tayo para mas maintindihan natin. Example number 1. Given f of x equals to 5x plus 3 and g of x equals to x squared. Determine f of g of x. F compose of g of x. Okay po? F compose of g of x. Now, f compose of g of x is equals to f of g of x. Now, tingnan nyo mabuti to. Ito yung ating gagawing observation. Kung ano yung nasa labas, yun yung ating gagamitin na function. So, mula sa labas, papaloob tayo. Okay? So, f yung gagamitin natin kasi f yung nasa labas. So, yung goal natin, gamitin yung f of x muna. Okay po? So, gamitin lahat yung f of x. So, ano yung f of x natin? 5x plus 3. Sir, bakit f of x? Kasi siya yung nasa labas. Nakukuha po. So, yung nasa labas ng parenthesis. Okay? So, 5x plus 3. Iyan yung f of x. Now, lahat ng x, evaluation tayo, di ba? Lahat ng x, papalitan natin ng g of x. Ano ba yung g of x? X squared. So, yung lahat ng x na to, magiging x squared. So, magiging 5 times g of x. So, ulitin ko lang lahat ng x, magiging g of x plus 3. Bring down lang yung mga yan. Yung g of x natin ay x squared. Ito yun. So, palit lang natin. Okay po? Yung lahat ng function na yun, papalit natin dun sa x. So, yung g of x ay x squared. Nakakuha po? Ulitin ko. F of g of x. Gagamitin natin yung nandoon sa labas. So, mula sa labas, papaloob. So, yung f to, kaya ginamit natin yung 5x plus 3 kasi yan yung f of x. Okay? Lahat ng x, gagawin natin g of x. Kaya yung x na to, naging g of x. Now, may value yung g of x. Yun ay x squared. So, palit lang natin siya. So, 5 times x squared plus 3. Simplify natin, magiging 5x squared plus 3. And we are done. So, f compose of g of x is equals to 5x squared plus 3. Next, how about g compose of f of x? Okay, so paano ba natin hahanapin to? G compose of f of x. So, we have g compose of f of x is equals to g nasa labas, g of f of x. Now, g yung nasa labas. So, yun yung ating gagamitin. Okay? Yun yung x squared. Next, lahat ng x, evaluation kasi to, so may value itong nasa loob, papalitan natin yung x ng f of x. So, lagyan natin ng parenthesis. Yun. F of x equals to squared. Or, parenthesis, f of x, yung x na to naging f of x, then naka-squared siya. Next, ano ba yung f of x? Ito yun, 5x plus 3. So, ipapalit natin doon. Isa-substitute natin lahat. So, we have yung f of x naging 5x plus 3 kasi yun yung equivalent niya. And then, naka-squared. Okay po. Next, 5x plus 3 squared is also the same thing as 5x plus 3 times 5x plus 3. Next, multiply ulit natin siya by chunk. So, kagaya ng ginawa ko kanina. So, 5x times 5x plus 3. So, multiply mo to sa 5x. Then, yung 5x plus 3, multiply mo kay 3. Okay, ito yung 5x plus 3. Minultiply ko sa 5x plus 3, 5x plus 3. Simplify natin. We have 5x times 5x is 25x squared. 5x times 3 is 15x. 3 times 5x is 15x. 3 times 3 is positive 9. So, yung method na to, kung makikita nyo, magkatabi na agad yung similar terms. So, madali nang i-add. Okay? So, simplify. We have 25x squared plus 15 plus 15 is 30x, then plus 9. Therefore, we are done. And that's the final.